Hey everybody, just going to address a subject that comes up quite frequently on forums and discussions other places. Storm mode versus scrubbing bubbles. Now, I'm not going to do a full video on scrubbing bubbles. There's plenty of them on the internet, so if you want to see that, go search it out. Storm mode is what you're about to see. It's turning the tank into one of the biggest turbid zones on the planet. It's basically a hurricane or a typhoon, tropical storm crashing across the reefs. Now, to let anybody know that's curious, I started doing this, I was taught it in 1996 by an old timer that had been doing it longer than me. So that's how long it's been going on. Run it in fresh water, run it in my salt water. Doesn't affect anything as far as harmfulness. When you first start doing it, yes, some of your corals will shed off their mucus a lot more often, but after about a week, it won't even be a subject or a problem. So let's get on with the video. And here we have storm mode running. As you can see, this is not just a few bubbles coming out. This is a fire hose of bubbles. You can see down in the tank how crazy they're going, and I turn the lights on so I can get this video with the tank lights off. Again, like I was saying at the beginning of this video, my storm mode comes on at 10 o'clock at night, shuts off at 8:30 in the morning. So I kind of had to turn the lights on so you get the hint of what's going on. But you can see the bubbles are coming out, like I said, a fire hose. They go throughout the entire tank. They'll get down underneath all the rocks, back of the tank, and they lift all the detritus up, surface scum up. And you can see it goes into the filters. I love the spin streams for doing exactly this, as you can see, going into the filters. So we're going to go ahead and pull one of the caddies out and show you what it looks like after 2 days. You can already see how dirty that is, and I haven't even got it into the light. This caddy has a filter pad on top, carbon pad below, and then it's just got rock in there. The rock I keep in there because if I ever want to frag something, well, it's right there. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a paper towel. Sorry about the shaking here for a second. This was an off the cuff. Alright. This is 2 days with storm mode. You can actually see how dirty that pad is, and for comparison I'm going to put a brand new pad above it. There's brand new, that's 2 days. You can actually see all the detritus that's been lifted up. I don't even know what I couldn't even tell you what all that is. We got some white specks, black specks, red, green, filthy. 2 days worth of filth. There's the carbon pad still in there. I change these out every other week. Plus I'm running the Chemipure and actually a bag of carbon in there. I like to keep my tank very clean. So the next thing is, all you gotta do is insert it back in. Handy dandy little forceps. I'm gonna show you something. You know how big those forceps are. Granger, $5. They make working on tanks easy. Alright. Put it back in. Ease it down slowly or you'll get a floater. That polyfill does like to float. And then these are just suction cups, and I've got that on the back to hold it forward so that it grabs everything. And that's pretty much it. That's the storm mode. If you want a really good comparison, it's a giant protein skimmer. Comes on my tanks every night and runs for 10.5 hours and gets in there and cleans everything. If anybody's seen my clownfish video, occasionally when I'm doing a turkey baster, he comes out, and I tell you what, every time storm mode's on, he'll come out and play in it for a while. He's out playing in it right now. He's a clown. What do you think? So, how does it work? Well, there's your air stone. Just slips right down there, in between the two return nozzles, and out it comes. It's powered by just a cheap top fin. I think this one was for a 60-gallon dual return, so I can run it on 2 tanks, and then just good old-fashioned analog timer. This one, well, my lights will be coming on in a couple minutes looking at the time, so I don't want to have this on when the light's on. Won't hurt, I do it, as you've seen in other videos. And that's how it looks. Now, if you want any concern, it runs both tanks. I do have the main tank off right now because I wanted a clean shot of this video. You could see this went off, let's see, hour and a half ago, and we've already got things starting to open up. It doesn't hurt one bit. So I hope this gives you a good idea of what storm mode does and is for. So there you have it. Storm mode in a nutshell. It's basically exactly what I said at the beginning. You're turning your tank, your reef, into a reef that's being hit by a typhoon or a hurricane, tropical storm, and it's cleaning. Those bubbles in a storm mode get down underneath everything and lift everything out and help clean the tank. Protein skimmer can never get into your tank to do that. Storm mode certainly can. Dyson helps a little bit right here, but for the most part, that's what will happen when you're running a storm mode. You'll clean the tank out, it'll look good, and it'll save you a whole lot of time, effort, and grief. So I hope this video helped. If anybody has any questions, just leave them in the comments section and I'll try and answer them the best I can. Have a great day.